The Dunwich Legacy. Prologue. Dr. Henry Armitage pours himself a glass of Pinot and sits down at his desk, gesturing you to sit across from him. I apologise for the short notice, he begins. His face is pale, his forehead sweaty and wrinkled with worry. Armitage, the head librarian of Miskatonic University and a former mentor of yours, privately contacted you in the hours of gaining your assistance. Eager to help, you made your way to his home in Southside. Upon entering, you were surprised to find his home in disarray. Books and notes litter his desk. An empty bottle of wine has tipped over onto the ground by the fireplace. You'd always known Armitage to be neat and well organised. The elderly man takes a moment to collect his thoughts. I'm looking for two of my colleagues, Dr. Francis Morgan, Professor of Archaeology, and Warren Rice, Professor of Languages. Warren was supposed to meet up with me over supper earlier today to discuss several important findings, but he has since gone missing. At first, I thought nothing of it, but I have a nagging feeling something else is going on. A very familiar feeling. You've never seen Armitage quite this worried before. His hands trembled as he reached for the glass on his desk. He sips from it nervously. I tried to find Francis, hoping he would know where Warren was, but he too is out of touch. Francis has been spending a lot of time in some gambling den, or so I'm told. I sent for you because I'm worried Warren might be in trouble. I would appreciate it greatly if you could find him for me. You may also wish to ask Francis for help if you can decide to reach him. You must decide to either proceed with scenario 1A or 1B. Okay, we're going to go with 1A. Okay, changed it up. Okay. Dr. Armitage is worried his colleague Professor Warren Rice might be in trouble, so he's asked for your help in finding his friend. He seems unreasonably nervous about his colleague's disappearance, considering Professor Rice has only been missing for a matter of hours. Okay, let's see how we go. So, first up, we're starting at the Miskatonic Quad. Okay, what have we got? First of all, let's spend a resource. And we'll play this one. It says, search the top 9 cards of your deck for a weapon asset and add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck. So let's see what we do. We can go draw many. How many? 9. Okay. Weapon. This one. Let's draw this one. Let's put it here. And Let's do the look at thing next time instead of that into there. Rook. Okay. So that's the first action. Second action, drop a machete into place. That's 3 of those. Okay. Then we may as well move. Let's go down to Student Union. Okay. Let's try to avoid doing that all the time. Okay. So we've got 2 clues. Okay. 4. After Student Union is revealed, put aside the set aside dormitories into play. Dormitories. Okay. So we've done. That's us. Okay, so what works with me? There you go. So here we go. Enemy phase, no enemy. Upkeep phase. So add a clue, and we take a skill. Okay, so you want to take that in the first phase of an investigation. Okay. Then we press that. We do a second tab now. Okay. And 2. We've got 2 clues. Let's first pick this. For each point you fail by, discard the top card of your deck. So I have a willpower of 3. Doesn't look like I've got any bonuses in play, so let's see what we get. -1. -3 instead of 10 or more. And then discard pile. Well, I've only got the 1. So I've got 3. Testing. That's 5. 1, 3. So discard 3. That's a shame. So what do we discard? We discard the machete. Prepared for the worst. No. Hawkeye. Prepared for the worst. It's not the end of things. We really only lost Hawkeye. Okay. So otherwise, not too bad. So only one shroud, so let's investigate. We've got 3 investigate. I don't think we need any of these just yet. Yeah, let's hold on to them. So let's go -1. So we get one of those clues. Let's go again. 0, get the second clue. Can't move into that yet anyway. So let's just... Oh, we can only just move back. Okay. That's the end of it. Go. No enemies. Makeup phase. Take a resource. Take a card. Excellent. Okay. Thrall. Spawn. Location with the most clues. Humanoid muscle. So doesn't really matter. You can go there, I guess. Okay, so my go. We'll come across to the science building. And flip this one. So it has 1 clue. After science, put the alchemy labs into play. Alchemy labs. Okay, here. Force when you fail. A willpower test in the science building. Take 1 damage. Okay. So we've done 1 turn. Second one, let's... We've got... We don't need this. We don't need healing at the moment. These are just generically good, but don't need them. Don't need that one yet. And can't use that one yet. Let's just spend the time to put that one in play. Gain 3 resources. So 1, 2, 3. And discard this. Okay. Then let's investigate. And let's commit this to it. So that's 5 for investigate. Ooh, star. What's that star mean? +1. Okay, so I mean, we're definitely getting this. Clue. So we've got 3 clues now. So move, investigate, investigate. So we can do this one now. So let's flip him. You are unable to find Professor Rice, but one of the students you spoke with mentioned a strange man entering Rice's office. Unfortunately, the door leading to the faculty offices is locked at this late hour. The student says the head janitor, Jazz, might be able to let you in if you can find him. Shuffle the encounter discard pile and set aside Jazz Mulligan into the counter deck. Okay. Where is Jazz? Jazz is in the encounter deck. So that's all shuffled now. Okay. Then let's have a look at number 2. I'm concerned for Professor Ross's safety. You seek out the head janitor who can let in the locked sections of the campus. Action. Spend 1 clue, discard the top 5 cards in counter deck, top 10 instead if there is 1 player in the game. So top 10 for us. If you discard Mulligan for any reason, resolve his revelation effect. Objective. When you take control of Jazz Mulligan, advance. Okay. But we're still at the end of our turn. So let's upkeep. So we take a resource, get a card. It's quite good. And next game. Turn 4. Still got a bit to go. So encounter card. Whippoorwill. Aloof Hunter. Get -1 to every stat. It's a bit of fun. Okay, so he's going to engage with us. Okay. Kind of want to deal with these whippoorwills, I'm pretty sure. So we spend 1 action engaging, then 1 action to fight. It's only got 1 health, so we should be able to take him. So, go to combat at 4 with the machete. We get a +1, so it takes us up to 5. But we get -1, so we're back down to 4. Okay, let's see how we go. Yeah, we easily take that. So he takes damage, which means it's discarded. Excellent. So with 2 actions in, third action, let's spend a clue and search the top 10 cards. So spend a clue. That didn't work. What did I do there? Spend a clue. There we go. Then we need to look at the top 10 cards. So look at top 10. We're looking for Professor Rice. If we do resolution, put into play into your location. Excellent. Allocation, sites building. Okay, now all these get discarded. Okay. That was our third action, so that's all done. So next turn we've got to try to parlay with this guy. But until then, enemy action is not a hunter, so it's going to stay there. Upkeep, grab a resource, get a card. Let's go. It's not too bad. I'll keep that one. Okay, so here we go. We've done that, grab a card, and then next go, end the turn. So it puts a Doom on the agenda. Then we've got to draw an encounter card. We have a locked door. Revelation. Attach the locked door with them to the location with the most clues and without a locked door attached. The attached location cannot be investigated. Action test 4 combat to break down the door or 4 agility to pick the locks. If you succeed, discard locked door. So most clues. There's no clues on any of these at the moment, so I may as well put it on here. Let's just put locked door here and put it back down there, so that's fine. So we're doing well at the moment, so let's just go ahead for our first action. Let's do a parlay test. I'm pretty sure. So we need a 3 and we've got a 3. So let's use, for our first action, spend 2 resources and let's use this. No, that's not the right one. It's this one. Take the initiative. So it gives us 3 on this, so that would put us up to 6. So let's see how we go. -2, so we were at 6, takes us down to 4. Still gets us our parlay. So we take control of Jazz Mulligan. So we'll put him in our little area for control. So while we control, we can ignore the text on each unrevealed Miskatonic location. So that means here, where it says the door's locked and we can't move into it, we can now ignore that. So, how are we doing? We've got 3 whole turns here. Let's move into the alchemy lab, hey? So, 0 clues in here. Or 5 to investigate, hey? That's pretty difficult. If you are successful, instead of discovering clues, take the alchemical concoction from underneath this location if able. So let's put it under there at the moment then. Let's go under there. 5. I don't think we've got a good chance of getting that. No, I don't think that's going to be our thing. So what did we do? Yeah. So we spent the clue, got in, we parlayed, and we moved. I think so. That's the end of our go. I think next go we're going to make our way down to here, but that's it at the moment. No hunt enemies. So upkeep phase, we'll grab a resource. Get tons of resources. Grab a card. No. Mysteries remain. Placement fast. Play only during your turn. Either place one clue from the token bank on your location, or discover one clue at your location, then remove from the game. Fair enough. Okay. So next turn, put the Doom on. So now we're only 2 Doom away from the agenda advancing. It's going to catch up on us quick. Okay, what have we got? Surge. So Surge means we have to draw another card after this, by the way. Put Beyond the Veil into play into your threat area. If there's no copy of Beyond the Veil in your threat area. Force, if your deck has no cards in it, take 10 damage and discard Beyond the Veil. So we haven't done that. So we put this in here. So basically that just means if we run out of cards, it'll kill us. Okay. And Surge, so we have to draw another one. Peril. Revelation, you must either draw 2 cards and place 2 Doom on the current agenda. So that would make our act advance, I think. Yeah, it says it can. Or take 2 horror. I mean, we haven't taken any horror yet. Let's just go ahead and take horror. Nope, that's not the one. It's F4. Yeah, F4 is horror. So we need to take 2 horror, wasn't it? 2 horror. Yeah, right. Okay. Now we discard this. Didn't really want to advance agenda quicker than I needed to. Okay. Alright, so 1 action is to move, 2 action to move, 3rd action move here. Okay, let's flip this card, see what it says. After the administration building is revealed, put aside the set aside faculty officers into play. Forced at the end of your turn, if you're in the administration, discard the top card of your deck. Oh, okay. Discard. Doesn't really say. Discard many 1. Okay, I mean, that would have. I don't know how good that would have actually been. Let's put the faculty officers into play. Okay, so it's there now. But it's the end of our turn. Enemies. Just this one still. Not a hunter, so it's not going to move. So we can add a resource, draw a card. Madness. That's not so good. Roll on Dex replacement. Revelation. Place 2 of your clues on your current location. If you cannot, Place all of your clues on and take one horror and shuffle it back into your deck. But we can, so we'll drop 2 clues onto this location, which is pretty much lost because there's no way that I'm investigating that unless we just use our cards to pick them back up. Okay, but either way, we can discard this. Okay. So now advance a go. 1 doom away. And let's take the encounter card. What have we got? Peril. Revelation. You must either draw 2 cards, place 2 doom, or take 2 horror. Or what have we got? I can put a horror on him. Yeah, let's do that. So 1 horror. Oh, that's damage. 1 horror. 1 horror. Then we'll discard this. Okay. So now it's our go. Let's move into the faculty officers. What have we got? Okay, after faculty officers is revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a humanoid enemy and spawn it here. Shuffle the encounter deck. Okay, that kind of sucks. Let's see what we get. Okay. If the investigators in the facility officers spend 2 clues as a group, you can go to R1 as worth a victory. And there are 2 clues here at the moment as well. So, oops. That is useful considering I just dropped the 2 of them. So we've got 2 more things. Let's do this first. We've got to put it. We got to search for a humanoid enemy. So, not humanoid, is it? No. Still no humanoid enemy. Monster. Ooh. Hex. Oh, come on. Not very many humanoid enemies. No, not humanoid. Oh, finally. Okay, let's discard all these then. And we have to shuffle everything back into the encounter deck. So that's all shuffled now. Okay, so that will engage with me. So let's put him in here. That should have gone, by the way. I used that. This is still in our encounter card. So what did we do? We came down, came across. So we've only done the 1 action, haven't we? So let's get fighty. Let's go fight this guy. What has he got? It's only 2 health, so we can probably take it in 1 hit, which is good. And our special abilities, Roland, means after we defeat an enemy, we discover a clue, which is quite useful. So let's go ahead. What do we need? It's only got a 2 fight. We have got a 4 plus 1 because we've got our machete. So we're doing quite well. Let's just roll up. Let's fight him. Heck, let's throw this in here as well. So we're at 5 normally with the machete, and with this we're at 7. So -1 takes us to 6 versus 2, so quite easily do 2 damage to it. I'll remember these one day. So that there is done. Delete him. So that means then we get a clue. So what did we do? We moved. We fought the guy once and killed him. So we still have an action left. Okay. So let's just investigate then. Or rather than taking a chance, let's just play this card for 2 resources. Done. And then we discover, and it's a fast action too. Oh, mate. Nice, nice, nice. So we get that. Okay. Oh, I should have advanced this earlier. What happened? You convince Jazz that something strange is going on and that Professor Rice may be in danger. He doesn't trust you enough to hand you his keys, but he agrees to come with you. So, yeah, we've done this. All of a sudden you hear a crash coming from the science building and a student rushes towards you. Help, he cries. There is some kind of animal loose in the chem labs. I only barely caught a glimpse of it, but he shudders. I think it's heading to the dorms. You've got to do something. The Alchemy Labs location is not in play. It is. Put it into play if you are at an agenda 1 or 2. Yeah, so we are. Set aside the experiment. Spawn the set aside experiment in the Alchemy Labs. Okay, so that is him. He's a monster. Okay. So it's quite big. I don't think we're going to take him. Okay. If you have completed the householder's wins, no. Remove the set aside outcome. Okay. So we have to remove this from the game. That's what I say. So we've just lost the chance to get that, I think. But we couldn't get it anyway. It was difficult. I don't think we'll get in a fast round. Not with Roland. Okay. So let's put in. Is that right? Yep. Let's put that in here. Put it in again. Okay. You only have moments to react. You could warn the students in the dormitories and escort them to safety, or continue your task of searching the faculty officers for Professor Rice, or perhaps you could try to slay the beast that threatens the campus. I don't think we're going to kill the guy. And we're only 1 doom away from advancing the act. So, and it looks like we're right in way of being able to advance this. So let's go ahead, I think, because objective. So we can go straight to R1. So believe it or not, I think that if we spend 2 clues, yeah, I think that's a scenario. Let's see what R1 is. So spent those 2 clues, done. So there's a victory point here. I don't think there's anything else that had a victory point on it that we went to. Probably zoom through that a little bit quick. There's a whole bunch of other stuff I can't look at yet. Okay. So let's read campaign guide. Resolution 1. Okay, it says, you find Professor Rice bound and gagged in the closet in his office. When you free him, he informs you that the strange men and women wandering around the campus have been stalking him for hours. They cornered him in his office and tied him up. Although for what purpose, Rice isn't sure. You inform him that Dr. Armitage sent you, and Rice looks relieved, although he suspects that Dr. Morgan might be in danger as well. Because the strangers on campus seem to have been targeting Professor Rice, you decide that the best course of action is to escort him away from the campus as quickly as possible. You leave the university. You hear screaming from the northern end of the campus. An ambulance passes you by, and you fear the worst. Hours later, you learn that a rabid dog of some sort found its way into the university dormitories. The creature attacked the students inside, and many were mauled or killed in the attack. Ooh. Okay, so in your campaign log, record that the investigators rescued Professor Rice. So I've got a notepad over here. Let's go. Record, what is it? Enters Professor Warren Rice. Hey, going to be in a professor, you may as well capitalize that. Any one investigators may choose to add Warren Rice to his or her deck. Excellent. So we get Professor Warren Rice. Where is he? Doesn't appear to be anywhere here. I don't think that matters. I think we add him for the next. Oh, there he is. So let's go in here. Let's add him into a deck then. Excellent. So what have we got? So Roland added Warren Rice. Okay. So we've added Warren Rice. In your campaign log, record that the investigators failed to save the students. Failed to. So I didn't know we were meant to save them. Okay, what else? Each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X value in the victory display. So I think that is just 1. Could be wrong. He would be worth 2. Where else was experience? Nothing. None of the enemies I killed had experience. That had an experience. That had experience. Okay. I mean, would have definitely advanced the act if I went to any of those places. I feel like the dormitories would have had something happen as well. So, I don't think I could have killed him. Not unless, yeah, not a chance. Yeah, okay. I had this. Could have done 3 damage in one go. Then 2 and then 2. Maybe I could have killed it. Anyway. Ifs and buts. Didn't kill it though. So where else we got? So we've only got the 1 experience. Okay, 1 experience. Right. Okay. I think that's gonna do me for tonight. But next time we've got the next scenario, and that'll be alright. So I've got to go through and add 1 experience to my deck and make sure I add Warren Rice and save that. And yeah, that'll be it. I really like this Arkham horror game. I've got the cards, but I figured with this Octagon program, it's quite neat actually. Learning how to play it on the desktop here as well. It's good for solo play, but playing with other people, I still prefer playing in person, I think. But that's what you get. Anyway, that's I'll call an end to that one. And thank you to my solitary viewer if you're listening. Hope you enjoyed it, but I encourage you, if you haven't or if you don't play it, give it a look. I really like this Arkham game, but let's go for the next one. Cheers.